in Jonah 1, 8 and 9, we see this interesting conversation between Jonah and the sailors. They've worked out that he's the source of the problem. And so they ask him, who are you? Where do you come from? And the answer that he gives tells us a lot about Jonah, because he gives the right answer. He says all the right words. He says, I'm a Hebrew. I'm a man of God. He knows God. He says, I fear God. I worship God. He says, God who created everything. These are all the right answers. But you just think about how Jonah got here. He didn't get here by fearing the Lord and worshiping God. What he's trying to do is get away from God. And we do the same thing. Often people ask us, like, who are you? Are you a Christian? Yes, I'm a Christian. But yet you're running away from the things that God has called you to do and asked you to do. And sometimes it's not just about this massive calling on your life. It's also about what has God instructed us to do. He says, that we must believe in Jesus, that we must pursue Jesus, that we must make Jesus front and center, that we must seek him before everything else, that we should give him 100%, that we should sacrifice our lives, that we should take up our cross, that we should listen to what he tells us to do, that we should forgive others, that we should pray all the time, we should be reading our Bibles. And so when somebody comes and says to you, are you a Christian? You say, yes, I'm a Christian. Sometimes I wonder if we're just saying all the right words, or in our hearts we're pursuing Jesus and following his commandments.